Do you believe in superstitions?
자막 작업 얼추 끝냈습니다. 뉴스 기사 내용을 어느 정도 편집을 다 끝냈는데 배가 고파서 도시락 먹고 다시 지금 또 뭐 하나가 떴죠. WION이라는 채널이 있는데 이쪽에서 윤석열의 미신에 관련해서 또 방송을 다뤘다고 합니다. 어저께쯤 뜬 것 같고요. 이거를 아침에 올리고 싶은데 제가 조회수가 안 나와요. 방송사 영상들이 계속 업로드 되면서 뭐 인지도가 없는 저 같은 경우는 뭐 조회수가 완전 바닥을 치더라고요. 그래서 어쩔 수 없이 이제 퇴근 시간은 한 뭐 오후 5시 이때쯤에 업로드하고 있거든요. 저도 좀 안타깝습니다.
Let me now ask you a question.
먼저 위온이라는 인도 채널은요, 뉴델리에 본사를 잇고 다국적 영어 뉴스 채널이고요. 2016년도에 방송을 시작했고 인도 최초의 민간 소유 국제 뉴스 채널이라고 합니다. 저도 영어를 잘 못하지만 발음이 인도식 발음이고 그리고 자막도 아마 이쪽에서 구글에서 번역된 듯한 자막이어서 의역과 오역이 어느 정도 들어가 있는 점 감안해 주셨으면 하고요. 그리고 전반적인 내용은 대한민국의 한 대통령이라는 사람이 무속신앙에 심취해 있다. 근데 국민들이 과연 이런 대통령을 믿고서 의지를 해야 되는가라는 약간 그런 취지의 내용이고요. 대통령을 비판하고 이런 내용은 아닙니다. 먼저 뉴스의 시작은 미신에 관해서 얘기하죠. 당신은 미신을 믿습니까?
Do you believe in superstitions? Do you have lucky charms? Do you perform small rituals before doing something important? It's all right if you do. There is nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with having little beliefs and rituals. But should they influence big decisions in your life? What if these superstitions were involved in political decisions? Decisions of leaders and lawmakers. The decisions that affect you and me. The South Korean president is facing heat over something similar. But before I tell you about that, have a look at these headlines from last year. Remember when newly elected President Yuul ZK decided to change the presidential office? Yoon vowed not to step into the Blue House. Instead of moving into the beautiful building adorned with 150,000 handmade blue tiles, Yoon decided to relocate the presidential office to an underdeveloped neighborhood. The office was moved from northern Seoul to a defense ministry complex in Yongsan district. And the move came as a shock to South Koreans. It was estimated to cost $40 million of taxpayers' money. Now, why did Yoon do that? This is where the theories of superstitions come in. Some lawmakers and journalists are claiming that the move was provoked by a shaman, a self-proclaimed prophet, has made some serious allegations. Let's put a face to it. His name is Cheong-gong. He says he acted like an undeclared personal advisor to Yoon. He allegedly provided counseling to the president. He influenced Yoon's political decisions. And this includes his resignation as the top prosecutor. Cheong-gong says he also advised Yoon to enter politics in 2021. Now, the South Korean president has denied all these allegations. His office has filed defamation against 7 people who claimed the soothsayer's involvement. The former defense ministry spokesman, Boo Seung-chan, being one of them. In his memoir, he claimed that a fortune teller accompanied the president's top security chief while viewing a property for Yoon. He allegedly also visited the army headquarters office at the defense ministry. So what gives? A little feng shui is understandable, but can a country's president really rely on a fortune teller's advice? Should he allow him to assess properties, to move political offices? Especially when it involves taxpayers' money. This is, by the way, not the first time President Yoon is facing these questions. His superstitions have not stayed hidden from the public eye. They were evident during his election campaign as well. In 2021, Yoon was seen waving his palm. Now, there is nothing new about that, but let's just zoom in a little bit. Have a look at his palm. Can you see something written there? Yoon had the Chinese character Wong written on his palm. Wong means king in Chinese. You see, this sort of inscription is usually advised by shamans. It is supposed to provide courage to the user, assist them with elocution. Did Yoon think he would win the debate through this? If anything, it was good fodder for attacks from his rivals. They accused him of relying on shamanism, some reference to his wife's doctoral degree, which she had reportedly garnered after presenting a paper on fortune-telling. The separation of church and the state was a major milestone of modernity. But somehow, religion and superstitions have still leaked into politics. After all, the political world is full of uncertainties and risks, and this makes it fertile ground for religious beliefs and practices. Amid anxieties over losing an election or being assassinated, many politicians are inclined towards mingling with gods, spirits, occult forces. South Korea's Park Geun-hye, in fact, was impeached over this. She was ousted from office in 2017 as she seemed to be under the extreme influence of a cult leader.
이후에도 미국 대통령의 그 점성술 이런 거에 대해서 언급을 하고요. 그 버락 오바마는 농구를 이용해서 기운을 얻는 과정이 있었다. 뭐 이런 것도 얘기를 하고, 로널드 레이건 암살 미수 사건 후에 그 낸시 레이건의 안전을 보호하기 위해서 점성가를 고용하고 뭐 이런 얘기도 나오고 있고요. 1981년 저격 사건에 휘말리는 걸 예언하기도 해서 레이건 정부에 가담을 해서 적극 조언을 구하기도 했었고, 무속신앙에 빠지건 종교에 빠지건 그거는 개인의 선택 그리고 개인의 영역이라고 생각을 하지만, 대한민국 5천만 국민이 무속신앙에 빠진 대통령이나 영부인한테 미래를 맡기는 건 도박과도 같다고 생각합니다. 그리고 마지막 영상은 어제 주가조작송 60에서 엄청 유행하고 있죠. 그거 오디오를 받아다가 쇼츠로 제작해서 한번 올렸습니다. 그 영상 보면서 마무리하겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 고맙습니다.
12시에 만나서 주가조작, 둘이서 만나요 통정매매, 8만주 3,300, 도이치 주가조작, 주가조작, 우리 기술 주가조작, 짜릿한 주가조작, 도이치와 함께했어요. 우리 기술도 잊지 마세요.